Hello, everybody. My name is Desmond Morrison. I'm a senior at Reservoir High School with an interest in finance. I'm currently part of the Academy of Finance program hosted by Dr. Hallback at the Applications and Research Laboratory of Howard County Public School System. I plan on attending the University of Maryland and studying at the Smith School of Business. So how has financial literacy helped me in my personal life? The first thing that came to my mind with this question is something that happened to me a few months ago. Through the Academy of Finance program, I gained a summer internship, which was basically a full-time job. I was working 8 hours a day and 5 days a week with the school system. I worked at the school warehouse, which was pretty cool all in all. Everyone who worked at the warehouse was about twice my age, which was intimidating at first, but I got used to it. I got to go to other schools and deliver materials, interact with employees, and essentially I got some experience in the real world. All in all, it was a great experience. But at one particular school I went to, there was a worker who said he had an internship similar to the one that I had with his school system. He said he got a good amount of money in his hands for the first time in his life, which is something that I could relate to. The next thing he said, though, was a little bizarre to me. He said that he was so happy to walk in on the first day of school because he had spent every last dime of the money that he earned on new shoes and new clothes for the school year. He said this as if it was a normal thing to say, and he was waiting for me to agree. But in my mind, I'm trying to figure out whether he's kidding or not. I mean, how are you going to budget for expenses that may come up in the future that you don't anticipate? How do you plan to take advantage of the benefits of saving your money early in life and allowing it to grow over time? I mean, let's do the math. If you spend 100% of the money that you earned on school clothes, where does the other 50 to 75% come from that you're supposed to save or invest? Where's the 5 to 15% that you save for unforeseen occurrences? How can you build a good credit standing early if you do not have any money to pay your creditors? Where's your food budget? What happens if you want to buy your girlfriend a gift? Do you plan to take her out to some fine dining at the local McDonald's? Did you even consider that things may come out later in the future that you want to buy? What about saving for a car? What about college? I mean, do you ever plan to have a family? And it was at that point that I had to step back for a second. I recognized that not everybody in the universe was taught financial literacy in school. Or ever, really. But then I thought to myself, why not? A lot of people today are forced to learn the hard way to pay themselves first. They're forced to learn the hard way to never max out a credit card. They're forced to learn the hard way to buy low and to sell high. To control their urge to impulsively buy. To seek out deals at bargain prices instead of always accepting the actual retail value. To reinvest profits in their business so they can make more business. To use their money to make money instead of spending it all on possessions that might make you happy now, but will leave you paycheck to paycheck or worse in the future. I must admit that you do look good in those nice clothes that you bought, and I sure hope they keep you warm on the cold streets when you default on your rent payments and get kicked to the curb. Financial literacy gives kids a head start in life. They don't have to learn the hard way. They can start off with knowledge on how to manage their money, with knowledge of the benefits and dangers of a credit card, with knowledge of what a budget is and how they can use it effectively. In effect, we would have a more economically responsible America overall. So back to the question, how has financial literacy helped me in my life? Really, how has it not? I'm 100% more aware of how I use my money on a day-to-day basis. My mom was actually laughing at me because on vacation, I was worrying about how much money we were using on pleasure and reminded her that I still have to go to college at some point. Isn't that crazy? A child is worried about having too much fun. But this is only because I know how to make a budget and I know the good saving habits that I need to have. The Academy of Finance program has given me priceless knowledge on how money works, from the things I can do individually to how to run a business as a whole. In the program, I get the fundamentals, such as using a credit card effectively, as well as the more specialized areas, such as the principles of business and business etiquette. We even get to manage our own imaginary money in the stock market game, instead of using and probably losing our own real money. And all of this plays into my real life. And so I personally would like to thank Dr. Hallback and everyone involved in the Academy of Finance program. I know I can speak for all the students in the program when I say that it has given us an immense amount of knowledge on financial matters. I would also like to thank the Millionaires Club and Nan Morrison and really everybody at the Maryland Council on Economic Education for showing a real interest in financial literacy and for raising financial awareness within the community. You see, I don't have to learn the hard way. I'm privileged to have what I would like to call a premium financial education. Thank you.